Hello, I hope everyone's doing well. The building level problem solving team wanted to put together some information to help guide the trails through the new district expectations in terms of trail level problem solving for RTI. On the Moodle site for Dakota Meadows, if you scroll down to the RTI section and click into general information, down a little bit you will see flowcharts, articles, publications. What we'll be working off of in this screencast is the DMMS Trail Level Problem Solving Team flowchart. This flowchart gives you a very rough guide through the process of problem solving, of the RTI problem solving process for Dakota Meadows. So it all begins if a student is experiencing academic or behavioral struggles. The classroom teacher engages in good core Tier 1 interventions. If that's not successful, then the trail meets to problem solve and create Tier 2 or Tier 3 interventions. I've done a screencast overviewing the check-in, check-out program already. That's one of our common Tier 2 interventions that we have for behavior. Additionally, there's a link here to PBS World, which is a website with several workable Tier 2 interventions. And some you have to be careful with that website. Some of the interventions are quality, some are not. And that's why we also have, for trail levels, people that you can invite in addition to your trail to help consult on developing these interventions. You can invite the principal, assistant, psychologist, the building KIC, the social worker, SSC person, the counselor, whomever might help the team to develop quality intervention for the student for either behavior or academics. Another resource is the District RtI website, and that website continues to grow in terms of the types of interventions that are available for academics and behavior. I'll also be doing another screencast just giving an overview of how to work that RtI website. When the trail has decided on an intervention, they document it on this form, which is a secondary problem-solving meeting intervention placement form. You have a spot for a student, whether it's a Tier 2 or Tier 3 intervention, the intervention itself, where it's going to happen, and then a SMART goal, basically from what to what and how long, and how are we going to measure that. Once that form is filled out, you also look at what, as a part of that SMART goal, what data will be collected to determine effectiveness. You then implement the plan and collect the data. This is the form then that you would use after implementing the plan. That's assuming it opens. And this is the secondary problem solving meeting progress monitoring form. This is you put the student, which intervention it's been, what level of intervention it's been in, their progress after a designated amount of time. Typically we're looking at 4 to 6 weeks for an intervention before we look at is the student above the target we set, near it, or below. Do we continue with the intervention? Do we raise our goal? Do we change our instruction or modify our instruction? We then also certainly put the intervention and we write our progress in the comments section. This link is a link to a decision-making tree that the district has developed to help guide the flow through Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Once that process is going, you've got a couple of outcomes. If it's working, then you may continue with the plan, continue to collect data. You might raise the goal once the student is ready and showing that they're making progress. If things aren't working, you can look at several things. You can look at the fidelity of the intervention. Basically, are we doing what we said we'd do? Are we doing it correctly? Have we been doing it long enough? Or is the student in intervention for a long enough time? Did we maybe pick the wrong intervention? Do we need to change? Do we need more intensity in terms of more individualized instruction, that sort of thing for intervention? Was our initial goal maybe not realistic? So looking over those things, your next steps may be that you might stay the course. You might say, we just need more time to see if the student's going to respond. You might implement the intervention differently. You might change the intervention. You can utilize, again, the PBS World District RtI website for guidance for this. You could also certainly call in any of these folks to consult at this step as well. If after 4 to 6 weeks and using the guidelines in that problem solving, that flow chart, you decide that as a trail that it's time now to refer on to the building problem solving team, There's a link here to a sign-up sheet for the Build and Problem Solving team, and there's a place for the student's name, teacher name, and student initials. And we're going to try to alternate weeks, one being academic, behavioral, so that we have enough time to address referrals. Members of the team currently are Brian, Carmen, Leah, myself, Denise, Jenna, Lexi, and Molly, our new social worker. We're going to meet every Wednesday morning for the beginning of the year, eventually perhaps every other Wednesday. I hope this was helpful.